I am very happy today to record this conversation with Nelly Thomas. Nelly has created beautiful financial stability the past few years because she decided that it was a priority, and she decided to make the space and to become more financially literate and to really become I love to say that, you know how it is, become a great lover for money and really with money and getting closer with money by proactively building a beautiful relationship with money. So welcome, Nelly, and thank you for sharing your beautiful testimonial today of growing your abundance in so many ways.
Thank you. Hi, Anne-Claire. Hi, everyone. Yeah, and it's been actually a very long process for me because I took your program back in 2022, which is 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And as I've already said, at the time I was in hustle mode. I was working a lot. I was working 2 jobs, and I was in the process of changing careers toward becoming a communication consultant. And I was really stuck in my head about making money and about working. And taking your program actually happened just at the same time or right after I was in burnout, actually, because I was working so much and I wasn't listening to my heart. And what this program helped me to connect with is what it means to make money with your heart. Um, and so shortly after, or something like a year, less than a year after, my position as a communication consultant, which was helping me make a lot of money at the time, came to an end. But I had also taken the time to make myself more literate, as you said, and develop my financial literacy. So I took a program in crypto to really understand blockchain and all the projects and everything. I also got really interested into how to make investments and how to identify the companies that would become abundant in the future and the ones that are interesting to invest in. Um, but at the time, back in 2023, I decided to open my hypnosis practice because I had the opportunity to get like a place next to my home. And at first, it didn't really start because that's always like it is, but it actually picked up pretty quickly. And I was able to get regular clients every month. But with my partner, we had the project of buying a house. So I said, okay, so I have this project of becoming independent and having my own practice, and I love it. And I love being with people every day and helping them to solve their challenges and their issues. But first of all, I need to feel stable and I need to feel secure financially and materially. So, and I should have started with that. I am a teacher. I teach English. This is the job I was trying to quit in the past. And so I took a coaching program, and what came out from this is that I am a born teacher, and I need to teach and, like to be with people and convey messages. So I was like, okay, I got that. So next year I'll probably go back teaching. But what also came out from this coaching that I did was one-to-one coaching, professional coaching, was that I really needed something to like to find what I was, like my message in the world, and to build around it, because I was doing so many things: teaching, blockchain, communication. I'm also a pole dancer, so I needed all of this to make sense. And what came out was, okay, my message is sovereignty. And I think that money is really a really big part of that. Because if you're always struggling and on your day-to-day basis, you always need, okay, how am I going to go through this? How am I going to pay for my rent, and how am I going to afford groceries for the week and everything? You cannot be sovereign. It's not possible. So the other thing that came out from this coaching program is I launched my podcast called Souveraineté in French, and also have episodes in English. But it really made me realize that I needed to find a way to go toward what my heart was starting to yell at me. And this actually stemmed from your program, where what I really loved about Make Money from the Heart is, thanks to EFT, so the tapping, emotional freedom technique, you get to really zoom out and to take like it to get out of your head and to be like, okay, this is what I feel and this is what I need to feel every day. I need to feel secure and I need to feel that my heart is in everything that I do every day. And this is really thanks to your program that I was able to tap into this. For me, it's an infinite intelligence that we have, but it's not here, it's in our heart. And our heart always knows. And I feel that as, as business women and entrepreneurs, it's really easy for us to get stuck in our heads. And thanks to your practices and also the coaching questions that you offer in your program, it's just so easy and so smooth to just get out of your head and go back in your heart.
Thank you. We recently had a call with a group of people who did the program in the past, and you were there. And what we understood from different testimonials was that a lot of people realized that it was about the money, but it was not about the money, the work that everyone has been doing. It's all about reconnecting to their essence, why they're here on earth, and then giving their best and exploring their potential and manifesting money in the process of becoming the version of themselves which is really blossoming. This is exactly what happened.
Yeah. I feel that money is such a big issue because we are so scared. There are several topics, but there is fear and it's also taboo. And I remember you have precise exercises on that, on making money not a taboo and making it okay to state that, okay, I want to have money and it's okay. And I'm not ashamed of wanting money.
Exactly. So what has changed today in your life compared to who you were a few years ago?
So many things. I am much less stressed about money, first of all. I am not afraid to talk about it. And I am a much better container for money. Because a few years ago, when I was making much more money than I'm making now, because I'm back teaching now, and it's comfortable. It's not like millionaire comfortable, but it's comfortable. But even when I was making maybe 3 times as much as I'm making now, I didn't save much. Like I would spend a lot, as if money was burning my hands and flying away so easily. And now, even if I'm making less, I am able to save money. Like I have this discipline of, okay, this is my monthly salary. So this goes to grocery and rent. And then this goes to savings. And this is what I have left to enjoy. And this is so, I don't know, it makes me feel like such an adult for the first time in so many years.
Yeah. And you've also created other sources of abundance because you went into crypto and different investments. So you're thinking like long term, like you're in this for the long run.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So I haven't made that much money in crypto yet because one of the basic principles of investing in crypto and in other investments is that you have to invest money that you have in excess, pretty much.
Yeah.
So that's actually my strategy now. It's to save money, to invest, and to be able to invest in the future. But I also, so even if I'm back teaching, like I still want to develop my activity on the side, like my side project somehow. And I want to go back and become a student again. So I also need to save money for that.
Mm.
And knowing why you save money for is also a really good way to keep being disciplined, I think.
Yeah. So there is more peace and more clarity about where you want to go. So the money is flowing towards this vision. Is that what
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah. And also my teaching job is a means to take me there.
Yeah.
Because since I am secure and I am not stressed, I am able to see the vision. Because when you're in stress about money, you get this tunnel vision of like, oh, next penny, next penny, next penny. But if you zoom out, thanks to your program, you zoom out and you're like, okay, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna make it, and I'm gonna find solutions.
Yeah.
Um, and it's okay to, because when I wanted to change careers, I was this really rebellious and immature, and I was like, oh, I want to quit teaching, and it was like the big revolution for me. But I didn't have much lined up except from, like, I had some money on the side, but that was it. And once you go through this and you have no clients and no plan, and except for comparing yourself to others on LinkedIn all day, then you don't go far.
Mm.
And now it's different. Like, I know that I'm in this job, but I know that it's not going to be forever, and I have other plans. And my project actually is actually building from what I do every day. It's not like my day job and my other project. Like, the two are connected, and my heart is the central part.
I love that. This is beautiful because this is really from the core of who you are. So
Mm-hmm.
because it's connected to your essence, it's going to be sustainable for your energy. You're not going to burn out. It's the right path for you. And this is
Mm-hmm.
something that a lot of people have trouble to grasp because they try to copy paste what others have been doing. But then it's not going to be sustainable on the long term because it's not their own journey. And it's difficult to do that when we are reactive towards money. So you tapped on that topic too. You said now you're much more at peace. And with EFT and everything, you could also rebalance this emotional triggers with money so that you can be more at peace, more neutral. I think it's very important when it comes to money to have this place of neutrality, to make good choices and invite creativity. And this is
Yeah.
also something because a lot of people think, okay, so to be rich, I have to be an entrepreneur or I have to
Mm-hmm.
do X, Y, Z. But that's not true. You can be an employee and an investor and
Mm.
have a side project or whatever you choose. It's all about being creative. But if you think it's black or white, it's going to be more difficult because, you're not going to tap into the whole field of possibilities. So you opened up to that more.
Yeah, and when you are, when it's black or white, like, oh, this day job that I dread and I don't want to go, and blah blah blah, and then you're, oh, and this is the heaven and it's gonna be perfect, and your energy is so scattered and you're not focused in, like, vision and going somewhere, and you're not in your self leadership,
Yeah.
because you're kind of, you play the victim in your day job, and then you play the hero or the savior or whatever in your dream, whatever you're building. And also what you said at the beginning, when you said that, sometimes, a lot of times, we want to copy paste what others do, and that's why we have so many clones. I think
Oh,
sometimes
yes.
on Instagram there are so many clones, and I also see that on LinkedIn, because when I wanted to be a communication consultant, that's where I spent most of my time. And I think it's such a big trap, such a big trap.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, the path, the journey that we're invited to do is really to tap into our uniqueness and
Mhm.
own it, really own it. And thank you for sharing all of that. Can you tell us a little bit more about your podcast?
Sure. So it stems from everything that I'm passionate about, basically. So self responsibility, sovereignty, and I have episodes about health, obviously, birth, What else do I have? Movement, because movement is very dear to me. Money as well. I have an episode with an American money coach. Her name is Kate Randall. And she talks about how it's important as well as women to develop our financial literacy and not to become dependent on our partners and husbands. I also have an episode with Ombaya about the consciousness of crypto. And we do have an episode together in French about how to become a millionaire from the heart, which is I'm very grateful for. Um, and this is like I'm not that regular anymore with the episodes, but I have already 24 episodes to listen.
Awesome.
And you can find it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and it's called Souveraineté in French.
Awesome. I'll put the link below our
Thank
conversation.
you.
Is there anything you want to add for the people who are thinking, oh, it happened for Nelly, it's great. It happened for Anne-Claire. They feel at peace with money, but for me, it's harder. What would
Yeah.
you want to say to someone which is still in this, heaviness towards creating abundance?
Mm. Well, if it happened for Nelly, it can happen for anyone.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you believe in them?
No, no, it's half joking. I am in human design. I'm 3-5, and the 3 is the type that bumps into life, and like things happen to me, and like experiences, let's say, and
Okay.
to use the positive term. And I really tried to make money many times, and I failed several times. And as we said, being able to zoom out and taking the time and investing time and a little bit of money to just focus on your relationship with money is so valuable, and it has impacts for such a long time. You said that it's good to be neutral with money, that's really necessary to be neutral. But before you become neutral, you need to address this heaviness, the stress, and the burden. If you consider that dealing with money is a burden, then money is not going to come to you. It's going to run away. So I think it's the first step to deal with the heaviness, and your program is the best way to do so.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing your experience and make us feel that it's possible for everyone, because I do think that it's possible for everyone, and that quite often we're just scared and hiding from it. A little bit similar like in relationships. We know we need to have the conversation, but we postpone the conversation, and then, things are just fading away. But
And we
when we
stay in
are
that muddy place, like.
exactly, but if we want to be sovereign being, we need to be choosing to be responsible, and then anything becomes possible.
Mm.
Thank you again, Nelly. And I wish you all the abundance in the world and the
Thank you.
success of everything you will choose to create in the future. Thank you. And I look forward to the next episode of your life, because every time I get to see what happened last year, and it's really nice to follow what happened and how you're blossoming. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You're very welcome. And thank you for creating these tools that are so useful.
My pleasure. Bye bye.
Bye.